Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Chloe and this is my channel. I just want to start off this video by saying thank you ever so much to everyone that's recently been watching my videos. I've had so many of you guys message me on Instagram, asking questions, really supporting me, telling me that my videos are helping you guys, and for me to hear that honestly makes me feel so happy. I love receiving messages from you guys. It kind of just shows that people are watching my content, and that's something that's really nice to hear. I know a couple of you have been getting your offers back from Falmouth University. Congratulations on them. I just thought it would be good for me to do a Q&A for you guys in case you have any questions that you need to ask. I had so many questions off of you guys, so I'm going to try and answer all of them. Some are like duplicates, just asked in different ways, so hopefully either way you will get answers that you're hoping for. If I don't answer any of your questions, please leave the comment down below and I will be sure to answer them. I couldn't quite believe I had so many questions. I've never had this many questions for Q&A before, so I'm also very thankful for that. How do you balance doing YouTube and uni work? So my aim for my YouTube is one video a week. I mean, I haven't got loads of work at the moment, so I've probably got a bit more free time on my hands, but I make sure that any work that I need to do I get out the way first and then I can do my video. However, the course that I'm on at the moment, I've not got like deadlines weekly. I've got like one big deadline. Is there much nightlife at the siding? There's nightlife if people want to go out and you make friends with people in your flat that want to go out, or other flats. I'm not really aware of anyone having parties here or anything. People have prees at the student accommodation and then they just go out in Falmouth, so I guess freshers was the main part of nightlife, but then after freshers it kind of calms down a little bit. Do you believe the sidings is a good accommodation for someone who doesn't want to party every night? Like I just said, freshers, most people for the first 2 weeks are going out, meeting people, socialising, that kind of stuff. People do go out, but they go out on student nights and at weekends. I'm gonna have to apologise about my voice. I think I'm getting ill or something. What's it like to live in Falmouth? So obviously I don't actually live in Falmouth, I live in Penryn, but obviously I am quite close to Falmouth. I think living here is quiet, but not as quiet as where I live back home. I live in a little town and there really isn't that much to do there. This is kind of like a bit of a bigger town. It kind of makes me think like back home I'm always living in a village because there's literally nothing but hairdressers and pubs. So at least here there's a little bit more going on, and also you've got the beach, so it depends where you're coming from in the country. It depends if you're coming from a city or a village. Obviously if you're coming from a city you're going to find it quieter. If you're coming from a village you're going to find it a bit more busier. But I think it's a really nice place to live. What good venues are near you for gigs? A couple of the pubs around here do live music and stuff, and obviously every year they have Boardmasters in August, I think it is, in Newquay. But apart from that I'm not too sure. Can you have your car, because I heard there are limited places? So you can have your car here. The only limited places are parking on campus, so like on site when you're going to uni. I think you need a pass to park, which can be expensive. However, if you want your car here, I'm sure you will find a car park space down a road somewhere. I mean, at the sidings we've got a bit of a road where you can park your car. You can pay to park your car at the train station. I think it's £30 a month there. Do you have a car at Falmouth and would you recommend bringing one? So I'm getting my car down here in exactly a week's time. For the first time I felt like I kind of needed my car and I kind of didn't. You don't need your car in aspects of going to the shop or going into Falmouth or stuff, because you've got public transport. You can walk to the shop. It's not convenient carrying your shopping, but obviously it never is. But in terms of, for me personally and my course, I felt quite trapped first term, not being able to go out to places to photograph. You can get to places on public transport, however I didn't want to have to rely on the buses and the trains because they are sometimes a little bit unreliable. It just depends what course you're on and what you enjoy doing. Is the town overly busy and is there much happening? Like I just said, with the busyness and where you come from, I personally think there is a lot happening. They sometimes do little festivals. They had a beer festival, a mussel festival or something like that, like seafood festivals. Truro has a food festival at the end of September. They have Christmas markets, all that kind of stuff. Also there's a bit of nightlife as well. Was it difficult moving in? When moving to Falmouth, I didn't find it difficult at all. I really needed a fresh start. I lived in the same place my whole entire life and I was just excited to start fresh, go somewhere new that I'd never really been before. I've never really gone on many Cornwall holidays. The only other time I'd been to Falmouth until I found the university was for a wedding back in 2005. I've also got a picture of me and mum when I was 4 when we went to the wedding, and how independent you are as well. I'm quite an independent person. I moved down here and I felt really bad for my mum and dad because I'm the type of person that won't call every single day. I'm an only child, so you can kind of understand how my mum and dad were trying to cope with that. They'd like lost their baby, but I was just like, yeah. But no, I didn't find it difficult moving in at all. And you also got to remember, everyone's in the same boat as you. Everyone's coming to a new place, everyone's meeting new people. What was your biggest fear when moving to university? Okay, so my biggest fear personally was actually making friends. I've got a lovely group of friends on my course and I've got my lovely flatmates as well. Initially coming down, like I said, I come from a small town. I've always lived there, so I've always kind of known everyone. I've grown up around the same people. I might not have been friends with some of the people that I am friends with now when I was younger. However, like, you kind of are still aware of everyone. You know, you're coming somewhere new completely by yourself, but I managed to do it, so yeah, I guess that was my biggest fear. Is there a divide between the campuses, or does everyone know everyone? I wouldn't say everyone knows everyone because there's way too many students for everyone to know everyone. There are people that study at the Falmouth campus that live in Penryn and people that study at the Penryn campus that live in Falmouth, so everyone kind of crosses over a little. It also just depends on who you make friends with through societies and that kind of stuff as well. Are your lecturers supportive and are they good teachers? Yes, they are very supportive and yes, they are very good teachers. I've not just got photographers lecturing my course, I've got zoologists, I've got marine biologists. They are very knowledgeable people. Something that people didn't expect that much from my course is that you do need to learn about what you're photographing. Having extra knowledge on what you're photographing helps you photograph it. But also, as well as that, there is like over 100 of us and the lecturers have like learnt our names already. I mean, you think 3 months is enough time to learn someone's name, but the amount of time that they actually spend with us isn't a lot at all. They obviously lecture us in a big group, there's 100 of us, so they don't really get to talk to us individually very often until we get tutorials. I mean, I spent time at my old school for, you know, 7 years, and it took like 5 years for some of the teachers to learn my name. They do really make an effort with you, and I do think it's worth the amount of money that you're paying. I don't know about other people's courses, but I know it's definitely for mine. What's the nightlife like and the best places to go? Okay, so nightlife wise, we've got Club I, we've got Toast, we've got King's, and we've also got Mangoes. They're like clubs. I don't know, the only place I've really gone into is Mangoes. On a student night it's £2 to go upstairs. So downstairs is free, it's like a bar. Sometimes they have karaoke as well on a Wednesday, I think. Accommodation advice. Okay, so accommodation. I can't really tell you about Falmouth accommodation because I have no idea about that area of it, but when it comes to Penryn, we've got Sidings, we've got Glasney, and we've also got Packsaddle. So Sidings is obviously where I'm staying. If you want to go and check out my room tour video, I'll leave that linked in the description down below. Glasney is on campus. The rooms are slightly bigger than the Sidings, but I don't think they're as nice in terms of their bathroom and the actual room itself. Packsaddle is obviously brand new, it's very modern, and they also have dishwashers, but the rooms are much smaller. It depends what kind of feel you're going for. If you're minimalist, then probably Packsaddle might be quite nice to live in, but because I have so much stuff, that just wouldn't have been possible in one of those rooms. If you are coming here, please make sure you look around the accommodation. You want to make sure that you know where you're staying and what you enjoy. How much free time do you get for societies and stuff? So you do get a lot of free time. In total, I'd say I'm at uni for like 5-6 hours maybe most, so you can imagine how much free time I do actually have. Obviously part of that is going out and photographing stuff, other part of that is sleeping. My socialising side of it is purely hanging out with my mates or my flatmates, going into Falmouth, going into Truro, that kind of stuff. You do have a lot of free time on your hands. Did you join any societies? No, I didn't join any societies. I went to the societies fair and I signed up for loads of societies, and then it came to trying them out and I was really ill. Wanted to join mainly sporting societies, and you know when you're ill and you just can't be bothered to like run about. Yeah, don't think I would have actually had time for myself if I was doing that. Also maybe being down at the sidings did kind of put me off going to societies because they were up on campus and I'm a little bit lazy sometimes. How much money would you recommend bringing with you? All of your money. The stuff that I earned over the summer I have in my bank account, so I brought that with me. It depends how much money you spend, I guess. I don't go out as much, so I don't spend that much money on going out drinking. It depends how much of a party animal you are. Most of my money goes on food and transport as well. Just depends how well you are at budgeting, I guess, and what kind of stuff you like getting up to. Fast food restaurants, kebab shops and other food places. Okay, so we have got a Indian, a Chinese and 2 fish and chip shops in Penryn. I'm not too sure about anything else. And when you go into Falmouth, honestly there's so many places to eat, like there's ridiculous amounts. What support does the uni offer? So the uni offers loads of help. Regarding like dyslexia and stuff, that's the only thing I really know about mainly. But if you are dyslexic, they will give you things to help you write. They'll also give you a laptop and a printer. I don't know why I've not sorted myself out yet, but here we are. Favourite thing about Falmouth University? My favourite things about Falmouth University are the facilities. At the time when I was at school, my school was a special measures school. They had 3 DSLRs to share between year 9, year 10, year 11, year 12 and year 13. I was lucky enough to have my own camera, so were other people as well. But also when it came to actually taking photos, I tried to avoid taking photos in school because the only backdrop we had was coloured paper and a whiteboard. When I mean coloured paper, I don't mean like a backdrop, I mean like an A1 piece of coloured paper that I bought myself. The school didn't even provide that, I bought that. That was basically what we were provided with. So you can imagine me coming to university and there being studios, I can rent out equipment, any type of equipment that I want to. I can use microscopes for my photos, having computers that Photoshop actually works on. Also having tutorials to understand how to use everything. Most incredible wildlife experience you've had on the course. Since I haven't done any diving with the university yet, I think the best thing that's happened to me was when a squirrel sat on my knee. That's probably the best thing that's happened to me so far. What's the workload for photography? It's a manageable amount, it's not like gonna stress you out too much. I think the thing that stressed me out the most was writing, but apart from that, it is manageable and you do get the support of the tutors and the lecturers and that kind of stuff anyway. It does pick up in 2nd and 3rd year though, by the sounds of it, so first year apparently is quite easy, so enjoy it. I'm enjoying it at the moment. Okay, so I think this is a good question to finish up on, and this is, how do you rate your course? I'm obviously going to be incredibly biased and I'm going to rate my course 10 out of 10 because it's the only one in Europe. I feel incredibly lucky to be based in an amazing place in the UK. I think there's amazing opportunities on my course. You've got specialist lecturers and they've got connections with people really high up in the industry. So that is how I would rate my course. Thank you so much for watching my video. If this was useful, please give this a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more content like this and more university, lifestyle, Falmouth stuff, then please subscribe to my channel. I will be very thankful for that. If you don't want to comment on this video, please feel free to message me on Instagram. I'll leave that link down in the description below. I also just want to say congratulations to everyone that's got their offers from Falmouth University. If you want to see my other Q&A that I did last year, I'll leave that in the description below, as well as my room tour video, which I think I've already mentioned. Thank you so much for watching my video and have a good week.